Hello students, good morning to all. Myself Devaraja Shubha, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Pondicherry College of Engineering. The subject code is CE8391 Construction Materials. Today in this class I am going to discuss about testers on stones, which comes under Unit 1, stones, bricks, concrete blocks. So to find out the suitability of the stones for construction purpose, we have to do some laboratory tests. So the laboratory tests we are going to do is hardness test, crushing strength test, impact test, attrition test, fire resistance test, acid test, electrical resistance or water absorption test, Sibitz test, crystallization test, microscopic test, freezing and thawing test. So totally 11 tests are there. So first test is the hardness test. So this hardness test is the aid of Mohs scale of hardness. So this is tested by using a penknife. When a scratch is made by this penknife, then the hardness is said to be 3. When a hard scratch is made by the finger nail, then the hardness is said to be 2. When the hardness is not made by this penknife, then the hardness is said to be 7. So for finding out the coefficient of hardness, the following procedure is adapted. That is, the cylinder of 25 mm, the cylinder of 25 mm height and 25 mm diameter, height and diameter of the specimen is taken and it is weighed. That is, the weight of the specimen is taken. So after taking the weight, this sample, that is the sample of 25 mm height and 25 mm dia, is kept on the Dory testing machine. So this Dory testing machine is used to find out the coefficient of the hardness. So this specimen is kept on the Dory testing machine and the load is applied at a rate of, or it pressed with a load of 1250 gram. It pressed with a load of 1250 gram. So this Dory testing machine has a steel disc. This steel disc is rotated at a speed of 28 revolutions per minute. That is, it is rotating 28 revolutions. They are rotating per minute. 28 revolutions are made. That is mean by 28 revolutions per minute. So while rotating, the coarse sand, not a fine sand, a coarse sand of standard specification is sprinkled on the steel disc. So after 1000 revolutions, this stone is, that is sample, the sample stone is, the specification is taken out from the Dory testing machine and the weight is taken. So by this we can find out the coefficient of the hardness. That is, coefficient of hardness is equal to 20 minus loss in weight in gram. We have to note the reading in gram by 3. This will give the, this formula will give the coefficient of the hardness. So this is about hardness test. So second test is the crushing strength test. So crushing strength test is also known as compressive strength test. So for calculating this compressive strength test, the specimen of size, that is 40 into 40 into 40 mm cube of size of cube is taken and it is kept in water. First take the cube, size of cube. So from the stone, this 40 into 40 into 40 mm size of cube is taken and it is kept in water, or it is immersed, or it is soaked in water for 72 hours. For 72 hours. After taking out from the water, load is applied at a rate of 13.7 Newton per mm per minute by placing it in the crushing strength machine or compressive strength machine. Now the failure load is noted and the crushing strength is calculated by using the formula maximum load by area of the bearing face. The bearing surface, the load bearing surface is covered with a plaster of Paris or 5 mm plywood. So this is about crushing strength test. And next test is the impact test. So this impact test is used to determine the toughness index of the stone. This is tested in a machine named impact testing machine. So impact testing machine is used to test the impact test. So first doing this test, here also the cylinder of specimen 25 mm and diameter 25 mm and height 25 mm is taken out from the sample of the stone. And the hammer weighs about 20 Newton. And this stone is kept in the cast iron of the machine, cast iron anvil of the machine. And this hammer of this specimen, this impact test, the hammer of this impact testing machine, it has a hammer and this hammer weighs about 20 Newton. So, it has a hammer. This hammer has hammer and this hammer weighs about 20 Newton. When this hammer drops from a height of 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and note the at which point or at which centimeter or at which blow this stone get broken. That is, by this stone, if this is the specimen and in the specimen is kept inside that is inside the cast anvil of the machine, and the load, that is hammer weight of 20 Newton is applied at 1 centimeter. That is first blow is applied. First blow is applied at a height of 1 centimeter and second blow is applied at a height of 2 centimeter and third blow is applied at a height of 3 centimeter. Like so on, the blow is applied. So during this application of loads, finally what happens, the stone get break. So at that end blows, at which flow it is get breaked, at which flow the stone was broken, that is noted. This N represents the toughness index. So this is about impact test. So next test is the fire resistance test. So this fire resistance test is used to find out whether the calcium carbonate is present in the stone or not. That is, because if calcium carbonate is present in the stone, it will not resist fire. If calcium carbonate is not present, that is, if the stone is free from calcium carbonate, it resists the fire. So to find out this, sulfuric acid, that is H2SO3, sulfuric acid is injected or sprinkled on the top of the surface of the stone. So if the bubbles are formed, it will show the presence of calcium carbonate. If the bubbles are not present, it will show the absence of calcium carbonate. This is about fire resistance test. So next test is the adhesion test. So this adhesion test is used to find out the wear of the stones. Wear. So if the wear takes place between the stone and stone, that is said to be adhesion. If the wear takes place between the wheel of the vehicle and stone, that is said to be abrasion. So here the adhesion, we are going to find out the adhesion. So this adhesion is tested by the machine named Devil's Adhesion Testing Machine. So this is mainly to find out whether wear will takes place in the construction of the roads or not. That only we are going to test. So this is tested by machine Devil's Adhesion Testing Machine. So for doing this test, the stones are broken into pieces. So the pieces of size 60 mm in size and the weight of this piece is 50 Newton. And the weight of this pieces is noted and it is placed in the cylinders of the adhesion testing machine and the cylinders are get rotated about horizontal axis for 5 hours at 30 revolutions per minute, and the left out things, that the crust material is taken out from the cylinder and it is sieved in a sieve of 1.5 mm sieve. It is sieved in a sieve of size 1.5 mm, and the weight is taken, retained weight is taken. Now the percentage of wear is equal to loss in weight by initial weight into 100. So this is the formula to calculate the percentage of wear. So this is the attrition test. So next test is the acid test. So for doing this acid test, what we have to do is we have to immerse the stone in sulfuric acid as well as in hydrochloric acid for 1 week, that is for 7 days. So this test is used to find out whether the stone contains the alkaline content or it have the presence of efflorescence. So efflorescence means whether any white patches are present on the surface of the stone, that is stone said to be efflorescence. So if alkaline content is present on the stone, the edges of the stone become round shape. By using or by denoting this shape, we can find out whether the stone has the alkaline content or not. So this is about acid test. So next test is the electrical resistance or water absorption test. So this test is a very important test. So if the stone absorbs more water, or if the stone is said to be porous, then it absorbs more water. And if it is a porous stone, we does not use it for the construction purpose. So this, for doing this water absorption test, the cube weights of 0.5 Newton is taken and the weight is denoted as W1. Weight is denoted as W1. So after taking the weight, we have to immerse or we have to soak in the water for 24 hours. After soaking or immersing the stone in the 24 hours, take out those sample and weight it again. And say that weight, denote or weight as W2. Then what we have to do is suspend this stone in water for 24 hours and take the weight. That weight is W3. And after taking that, what we have to do is we have to immerse it in for boiled water, that is in hot water, for 5 hours and take out that and take that reading. Take the sample from the water and take the reading. That is said to be W4. Now find out the immersive values, that is water absorption values. Percentage by weight after 24 hours is equal to W2 minus W1 by W1 into 100. Percentage by volume after 24 hours equal to W2 minus W1 divided by W2 minus W3 into 100. Percentage porosity by volume is equal to W4 minus W1 divided by W2 minus W3 into 100. The saturation coefficient is equal to water absorption divided by total porosity equal to W2 minus W1 by W4 minus W1. So this is about water absorption. So expressly, this granite should not absorb 1% of 1% weight of water. Then sandstone should not absorb 10% of water. More than 10% should not absorb. So limestone should not absorb more than 70% of water. These are the conditions. If it is more than these values, it is not used for the construction purpose. This is about electrical resistance or water absorption test. Next test is the Smith test. So this Smith test is used to find out the presence of earthly matter. So for doing this test, the stone is taken and cut into several pieces and it is added into the test tube. The test tube containing clean water. And the test tube containing clean water and shake it vigorously, and if it turned into a dirty color, then this shows the presence of alkali content in the sand, in the stone. So this is about Smith's test. So if it turned into dirty color, there is a alkaline content is there, or alkali, and organic matter is there. And if it is turned into argillaceous matter, that is earthy matter, is there. So this is about Smith test. So Smith test is mainly to find out the presence of earthy matter. So by using the test tube, we can find the Smith test. Next test is the crystallization test. So this crystallization test is used to find the weathering quality or durability of the stone. So for doing this test, immerse this stone in a sodium sulfate solution for 2 hours and take out from the sodium sulfate solution and dry it in the hot air. So the difference in weight will give the weathering quality of the stone. This is about crystallization test. Next test is the microscopic test. So for doing, this is a geologist test. This is a geologist test. So for doing this test, the stone is taken and it is undergone for microscopic examination. So by this test, following properties are studied. That is, how much mineral constituents, what are the mineral constituents are present in the stone, and the texture of the stone. That is, the stone is smooth or smoothy flaky, or round, or smooth. The texture, that is rough surface is there or a smooth surface will be there. That will be found out by using this test, microscopic examination. Then average grain size also calculated. Then nature of the stone also calculated, and any pores, if any pores present in this also calculated. Then the presence of harmful substance also calculated or find out by using this microscopic examination. Then next, this is about microscopic test. Next test is the freezing and thawing test. So for doing this freezing and thawing test, first the sample is taken and is immersed in water for 24 hours. After taking it from the water, it is immersed in the freezing mixture of minus 12 degrees Celsius, minus 12, 12 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. And it is dried in the air shade. That is not in the sun shade, the air shade, because no sunlight will be applied on this stone. So after drying, the difference will be found out. That is the freezing and thawing test. So these are all about tests on stone. So total 11 tests are there. The first one is the hardness test. Next is the crushing strength test. Next is the impact test. This is the fire resistance test. And fifth one is the attraction test. And the sixth is acid test. And seventh one is electrical resistance or water absorption test. And eighth one is Smith test. And the ninth one is crystallization test. 10th one microscopic test. And the 9th one freezing and thawing test. So next class we will discuss about this blocks. Concrete blocks. Thank you.